We're used to seeing keyboard warriors going at it on BookTok and online disputes. But in 1900, William Butler Yeats and Aleister Crowley took their feud into the physical realm, in a London townhouse filled with chanting magicians. Both men belonged to the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a secret society dedicated to ritual magic. Yeats believed in its symbolism and spirituality. It shaped his poetry, giving him imagery that would later win him the Nobel Prize. Crowley came for something else. Brilliant but arrogant, he wanted power and spectacle. He thrived on scandal, and many members of the order already distrusted him. Some of that distrust was personal. Crowley had a way of trampling on rules and hierarchies. But some of it was prejudice. He was openly bisexual in an era when homosexuality was criminal in Britain. His poetry contained frank homoerotic elements, and he never really hid that side of himself. In the homophobic culture of Victorian England, it made him an easy target for suspicion and hostility. When the order split over leadership, Crowley tried to seize control of the London Temple, and he didn't arrive quietly. He appeared at 36 Blythe Road, the order's townhouse, dressed in ceremonial robes, a hooded mask, a breastplate of sigils, and he carried a sword, a dagger, and a magic wand. He was ready for ritual war. Inside, Yeats had gathered the London faction. He barred the doors, determined not to let Crowley in. Crowley climbed the stairs. Yeats confronted him, and the two men actually physically grappled. A Nobel laureate poet and the self-proclaimed wickedest man in the world, wrestling in an occult temple. Around them, their supporters on both sides were chanting, casting what they called counterspells, each side trying to drive the other out, with both magic and muscle and probably some blue mana cards. In the end, Yeats and his allies prevailed. Crowley was ejected from the temple, and his attempt at a takeover was defeated. But he didn't forgive. He mocked Yeats in print. Yeats dismissed Crowley as a reckless showman, a man dabbling in forces he didn't understand. And their clash wasn't just personal. It was two visions of art and mysticism colliding. Yeats sought truth and symbolism to deepen his poetry. Crowley sought power, notoriety, and a stage for his ego. And beneath it all, there was the prejudice of the age. A hostility to Crowley's sexuality and openness that magnified every reason to distrust him. These were two brilliant, impossible men, locked in a feud so strange it sounds like fiction. But it wasn't. A quick shout out to the Chilluminati podcast for putting this story on my radar. They have a really intriguing episode about Crowley out now, and I think they have another one on the way.